Good morning. Someone's there. Who's watching? Who's that? You're gone. It was nice to see you. Trapped a hedgehog this morning. Poor wee thing. I think it was a few years ago. Maybe that makes sense. I'm just making life difficult for myself this morning, so this might not be the best for you. You may not need this. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women are merely players. They have their exits, and they have their entrances. And one man, in his time, plays many parts. His acts being 7 ages. At first the infant, mewling and puking in the nurse's arms. Babcha Ngorjov. She passed away yesterday. You understand the word Babcha? You can ask a question. I'm sure it's about 20 to 6 just now. And I've just been whinging and moaning and complaining. I fell asleep yesterday about 6 o'clock, 6 p.m. I woke up at just before midnight, about 11:30. So I've not got tired today. I'll be crying in 1 hour and dancing in 2. And all of it, I'll give it over to you. How are you doing, brother? Good to see you. Might not be good to see me now. It's good to see you too. These things cause a lot of pain. These things cause a lot of mental issues. And I understand that people like to let those commenting that there isn't much worse than this mental person. And the things we've done in the past and what we do now. Boom. You know what Babcha means? My granny. Polish granny, grandmother. And I mean a Babcha that deserves the title Babcha. Every night I pray for you, brother. Never give up hope. Every night I pray for you. Every night I pray for you. And I ask you not to give up hope. even those of you who belittle one another. I know that so much of you are kind and loving people. I know you're just feeling some pain, the same as me, the same as my children. I can look at this phone and I go back 2, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years on this phone. But on this new one, the one I'm using to speak to you on, I'm always deleting videos, I'm always deleting things on it. It's never got enough memory to do the next thing. This old thing. I'm seeing in Scotland just now a friend I went to school with and another gentleman with a YouTube algorithm TV chat show or moaning show, not morning show, moaning. I think he calls it a 10 minute moan. Now we can see the illegal immigrants, the ones without paperwork, the ones without details of who they are given English lessons next to schools. And I can understand why this is worrying for some people, but you must know that this has been going on for years. Everything that's happening round about our children is planned to happen round about our children. Hail Satan. Who do you think brings you from this earth to the Lord, to the Creator? Satan's like fire. He's not to be totally avoided. He's to be handled with care. The same with every part of this dimension. You have to be careful of the words you're using because you're digging your own hole. I've just had to sit and watch a man. He was called a guardian at Lytham, and he would come along when my son wanted to see me. And he's a complete psychopath, the same as most other of these boys and girls in Poland, in Gorzów Wielkopolski. Like the vast majority don't care about the safety of your children. And in this country, they make laws and they make decisions to endanger your children. Don't be surprised when you see illegal immigrants that have no background checks going close to school buildings here. That's not a surprise because it's been happening for the last decade. And it's happened more so in the last 3 years or 4 years. And every part of it is about the safety of your children, but it gets dropped on you like a bomb when it's useful. And people are trying to tear you away from listening. And you need to listen because if you're a mother or father, your children are in danger from the Scottish government, from the schooling system, from the Polish government, from the European government, from the American government. None of them care about the safety of children. Favourite type of pickle? Favourite type of pickle? Why is that such a difficult question? Because living in Poland, we pickle, not pickled. We'd what's the other thing? So you pickle things and what else? I can't believe it. It's escaped my mind how you can prevent food from going bad by fermenting it. So it's like fermented pickles. And the Polish word escapes me still for the fermentation. But yeah, fermented pickles in Poland. I'll go through some of these things. Need to say a prayer for my babcia in Poland, who I've spent 2 or 3 Christmases and New Years with babcia, and lots of love goes out to babcia in Poland. Piotrek, I'm praying for you, my friend. I know it's difficult for you and the family when someone you love so much has gone silent over the last week, and it's been through hanging on to life rather than selling out our children. This strong, a beautiful Polish woman who loved me passed away. And I'm sorry I'm not across there with you right now. It would give us the opportunity to say goodbye to the women we loved and to see our children, Eva and Matthew, who deserve a chance. I cheated on my girl, sneaky golem. Absolute nonsense. Foamy. Cucumbers. Yes, fermented pickles. Cucumbers. So besides the disappointing death that we were so used to, I know there's 10 people or so on here today. Yay, 10. But there's 1,000 subscribers. And I know a lot of people make that a goal. This channel, this is the very opposite. That's the antithesis of our goal. As soon as we become a bigger charity, the unified pain is stopped in every country in the world because it's Glasgow-based fathers, and they know Glasgow-based fathers have got hearts as big as lions, and we have got lion hearts. Whether they drink iron brew or whether they drink Tennent's Lager, they're drinking something designed by paedophilic Freemasons or Catholic cult members. That's why I never eat at Greg's, the blue and yellow. And the fact that the Greg's son who now runs the place is a paedophile, but I just never eat any of that food. It's nothing against paedophiles making food. It's just against the entire system, which at any point people are going to step out and point and go, look, your kids aren't safe. Whoa, imagine that. What, you're pointing out our kids aren't safe in the schools, you're pointing out our kids aren't safe with anyone in the Scottish Parliament, you're pointing out our kids aren't safe with anything to do with Scotland. Because paedophiles are making decisions. I'm telling you this every day, and I've got people I went to school with ignoring child abuse, ignoring the message, and what happens? Nothing. We want to go and frighten men and women so they take their kids away. Now, I think it's a great idea, you taking your kids out of school and taking control of your children's lives and not taking 15 quid an hour to sell them out. Not selling yourself out for some of the men, 50 quid an hour, for some of the women, 15, 20 pound an hour. We're selling ourselves out. But I got to see this, I've seen this in Poland. You're the bad parent if you don't sell out your child and stick him in a paedophile network. Stick him with the paedophile network all day and night, and you go away and you get 15 quid an hour. That's what you get for being a great mother or father. That's what you get. Now, we've pushed this heavily since the Second World War, but way before. Women's rights, I've never known a time, I've never known a century without them. I mean, the 1800s was just awash with women's rights and women getting that next position they had never achieved. Now we've got women hating on their children, hating on their ex-partners. And if you think this is hating on my ex-partner, this is stopping a court-documented abuse of women. This is what this is. Every day as fathers, you're stopped from speaking about the safety of your children. And there's a reason for this. Jesus can heal. Having belief can heal. Having goals can heal. You Irish or Scottish? Yep. I've got a mixed family. Growing up, I would always talk about the half Irish side because I was a Celtic fan and we used to go to Dublin or different places in Ireland for holiday. We never went to Spain or anywhere like that. We went to Ireland. But it was good because in Ireland, when your family or your fake Irish family, whoever it is, because everyone's family, your family have got like butchers, so you get to eat very well in Ireland. So I'm saying, yes, I'm Irish, English, Scottish and Welsh. Pray to him, ask him to help. I started off, in fact, I don't know how this started off. I think I just played about with my phone because I was up early, came out the toilet, didn't wash myself. So you're left with a dirty version. But I feel I'm part of everything here. I don't identify as just being Scottish, even though I sound like silk. um, but he does. I started off praying. I always go to bed praying. And I wake up and say a prayer. But you can say a prayer and still go to your son and daughter's bedroom and not see them. And you can look back and hear arguments with friends and family, and you never get to know the safety of your child's mind. I found out I have 5% Irish. Genetics. Genetics. It's always about genetics. All of this is about genetics. And destroying your genetics, you understand that? They want to destroy them. I was scrolling. I don't know how you get out. I agree with your observation. I'm in the Americas. Good to see you in the Americas, my friend. Are you in the north or the south? I spent quite a bit of time in Central and South America. I did live in Colombia. Villavicencio. So I wasn't in like Bogota. Well, I did go to Bogota. I seen the family in Bogota. But the house where I stayed was Villavicencio. And this was the Americas. Are you okay? It's just one of, if I asked any one of you that question, are you okay? No, I'm not. I'm not okay. I don't know if my children are safe. I don't know if they're in a position where they're safe. I know they're with someone who abuses them. I know they're with a country who doesn't care about them and who would sell them. They would sell them to any paedophile. Now, I could be talking about Scotland or Poland, but I'm talking about the Catholic cult that protect paedophiles. Every Polish person know the Catholic cult, where they live. They know they protect paedophiles. Poland is the only country I know with a network for the Catholic Church to continue breaking your mind. Now, thank you for the 1,000 subscriptions. I never wanted to thank you for 1,000 subs because I couldn't care less, because we will earn no money. If you are here for the safety of your children, and the whole reason I'm here is Unified Pain. Unified is parents being together for their children, because 100% of children suffer. Whether or not 50% of men and 50% of mothers and fathers suffer, 100% of children suffer when we have fights with one another, when we turn against one another. And I need to let you know, we're finding out in Scotland, we set up our children to be in vulnerable positions with paedophiles or unknown criminals. And friends and people on YouTube are making this known, that children are put in vulnerable positions. We've got a paedophile network. Scotland is a paedophile network. Most of you in any of the armed forces are more than aware this is a paedophile network of control. Now, I've also seen that they're still trying to spray some of this tinfoil hat wearing stuff. And that's a great thing to do. Paedo what? I'm not talking about any doctor's positions. I'm talking about actual child abusing, low-life scumbags, paedophiles. Yeah. On this channel, this is why we do not care about 1,000 subscribers. We do not accept money from paedophile protectors. That means Google, and that means YouTube. We don't accept money from the military scumbags. Peter failed. Peter. Now, my friend is called Peter. And if you're talking anything bad about him right now, after me speaking about his babcha passing away yesterday, or just after the Witch's Day, hell yeah, brother. but you using it right now, not for profit. I'm using it to let the pedos know, to let you know, to let the Scottish government know, to let the Polish government and anyone protecting child abusing paedophiles. I'm here to know that we're after you and we're doing it on your network. And your network is going to be a flood with fathers and mothers, real men and women, real men and women. Not ones after pennies. Every single person with a big account on here is related to the military. If not, they're related to the Catholic Church. If they're related to the Catholic Church, then they are the military Jesuit pigs. And if they're not part of that, then it's Freemasons. Every part is the same wee cult with the Catholic sitting on top. The capstone is here, the capstone and the Catholic cult. And that's what they're looking to put on top. Aren't you on YouTube? Are you connecting to Google? Yes, without taking profit from the Google algorithms, without taking money from YouTube. Yes, I connect to the scumbags paramilitary procession of wires that go through our international waters planted by the American military. We use these because we use them for our benefit, and our benefit is those, see the 12 likes things, the things here that say like, they mean nothing for us, but they get the message pushed forward. And thank you for subbing. Thank you for doing that. I know we're over 1,000. If we want to take money, if we want to start begging for money, we can do that. But the fact that I let people know we protect children and we go after paedophiles being protected. We do not accept that we are funding the safety of paedophiles and we're funding the downfall of children and fathers and family. That's what you're accepting. These are the things that have got to be changed, and they've got to be changed very soon. Because we no longer have a William Wallace, my friend. Anything you read about your history is a Freemasonic Catholic trick. Everything. Every single thing, everything you liked as a child and you watched on TV or Hollywood or MTV, the Tavistock had a big part playing in that. And it was just to manipulate your mind and get you into different types of drugs and get you walking away from school and education and stopping you from thinking for yourself. The whole point of this is that, what I've just said. That in very many ways, fire can kill, fire can destroy, but fire can renew as well, and farmers know this. Fire renews, so we need to utilise YouTube the way a farmer utilises fire. Does that make sense to parents out there? Does that make sense to you? So many people, try to misinterpret your message. No wonder there is targeted. You have ways we can support your message. Thanks very much. There are ways you can support this message. Number one is by sharing the message. We do not care about money from Google. We do not care about the YouTube algorithm giving us pennies. That's for the little paedophiles. That's for the paedophile protectors. That's for the one taking away your children. It's not for the one protecting your children. It's for the loaded feminists and violent, abusive women. We're here for the beautiful women. I spoke about that beautiful Polish Babcia I sat with at Christmas time, 2022, 2021, 2019, I believe as well. This was Christmas, New Year. And you know what? See, the Polish do Christmas and New Year perfect. They do it so right. They do it with love. And I got to spend time and got to see like my mates and his missus, like Mark Valak and his beautiful missus and beautiful son and daughter. And getting to spend time with them again would make me a happy man, because it means I'm closer to the people that I know stand by me, and I'm closer to the children that love and need me. Your children love you and your children need you. They deserve to be round about you. We fund the breakup of family. I see just now that we are funding illegal immigrants that haven't had background checks. We are funding them to learn English next to children's schools. That's wrong. But what I've been telling you is we have been funding what is wrong for years. We put all our money towards the things that are the downfall in our society. We put money and we put our energy towards things that are destroying the minds of our children. My daughter has woken up a number of times, been dragged from her bed, taken from her father, put on an aeroplane, and told to hate half of who she is. And people still ask me, why is this child abuse? People still question, because they're questioning fathers. Because if you're a feminist and you're a willing, abusive woman, you're financed. Beautiful mothers know this. Magda knows this. She stood in court with me. Magda stood in court with me. She didn't have to. She stood there. She was sick. She was a local woman, Polish woman, and she'd known me for years through her partner. Why would this Polish family show love to me? Why would they give me their keys when they're away on holiday and trust me with their home and goods? I don't have any friends like that here anymore. My friends don't show their face at me. My friends turn their back. My friends try and hide this message. My family try and hide this message because they've done nothing to help. And they've done nothing to help because they're worried about helping, because they will lose what they've got. I've lost everything. I had a fully paid mortgage, I had a full business, I had everything I needed in life. I never ever thought I would be a want for money. And I was right, I'm not a want for money. I'm not a want for money. I could be getting money off these scumbags, off the algorithms which a lot of people sell out to. I don't change the way I speak. Now, many of you might not think I can change the way I speak because I sound like Sir Sean Connery, by the way. But most of you understand what I'm saying. I know that subtitles could understand me, so I could have them flown in the bottom. What I know is I'm coming close to some kind of end. I do have religion. I'm glad you have religion. I would recommend it's abuse to children. It's abuse to children and parents to take the children away from their beds, especially in the middle of the night, especially when Police Scotland is waiting outside to help, especially when a charity funded called Women's Aid is funded by the Scottish Government to allow child abuse, allow child abduction. Allowing child abduction? You don't need to say child abuse when you're funding child abduction. I love your accent too. Our children are targeted, and as having targeted children, if you're a mother or father who loves, you're targeted. You'll be targeted. The people that are targeting you are inside your schools. The people targeting your children are inside your government. The people that you're targeting are writing laws which protect paedophiles. Scotland, we need to be aware. I've been telling you for years about this Scottish paedophilic system. It's all throughout Europe and America. None of us are away from it. It's a source of evil controls things here right now. Now, I am not having a great time. Don't really know the day, but I know I've not slept whatever day it is. But I think the homeless cat stayed tonight. Oscar's in the kitchen. But Oscar would bite your face off if you came to this house more than any guard dog. Oscar's a ginger cat that you'll see in other messages, and he's in the kitchen right now. I think. You want to go and check to see? You want to see if Oscar's there? Now, I don't have a cat, and I would never own a cat. Just want to see if it works. It might stop working. I'll let him sleep in peace, because Oscar can sleep. It's me that can't sleep. It's me that can't sleep. So he deserves peace. I don't deserve peace. Oscar deserves peace. And we love Oscar, don't we? So show me some love up the side for Oscar. There's 40 people there. He looks cool. He looks raggedy, and he's full of little lumps. He hates being stroked. He hates being touched. and he'll attack you like a guard dog. You always see him fighting in the streets with cats and dogs and people, and he's got a heart. And he comes up and he cuddles me, and he makes those wee noises. Like cat. But he doesn't make a noise like that. I can't make a cat's noise. But he's here to save my life. The last few nights, he's been here to save me. He's been here to... You've got to sleep, sir. I know I've got to sleep. I did sleep. I slept between 6 o'clock last night and 11. I slept between 6 and 11, so that was nearly... I mean, not quite 6, not quite 11, but I did sleep. We just adopted 2 times ginger lads. The most enjoyable. It's the most. I spend so much time in the kitchen. The only reason is you do get like, I'll need to wash him or something, but he doesn't want. He doesn't want to be held. He likes to come up and cuddle, but he only cuddles by doing this. You know, you can't hold him. He can only. He does. He does this. And it just warms up your heart, and then you need to go for a shower quite soon after. But Oscar is Oscar's a foxtrot Charlie, and I love him. I love you, Matthew and Ava, so much too. Thanks for hanging around today. I hope you. If you want to ask, I am pretty sure Oscar adopted him. You're right, Oscar did adopt me. And believe me, Oscar and I didn't get much food today. And he's still sitting with me. He's hungry. I'm starting to check in on you. I'm starting to check in on you, mister. I know my man's friends in the same position. I don't know if you're someone local. What happened to you that made you upset? I woke up in this reality. I woke up and this was your reality, and I love you so much. I don't want to see you hurt. I don't want to see you live the pain that my children have been forced to live and have been forced to live. I don't want you to argue with your mother or father and then see them die and then always feel guilt. I don't want you to sit and know that your mother who's alive doesn't have time and doesn't get to see your children and worry and feel shame that you've failed her every day. I'm in Alberta, Canada, and our courts are villains. And our courts are villains. And our corrupt king is a villain. But I would trust him more than the government right now. I would trust him more than any one of these huge businesses destroying our government and funding the destruction of our government. The military destroying our children's minds because our military is full of paedophiles now. Our military is full of paedophiles. It's not just MTV and it's not just Hollywood. Our military is full of pedos. Child court systems are preventing men and fathers. It's always been the same. I used to blame fathers for being drunkards. I understand if this was 30 years ago, I'd be standing in the pub, and I would be standing there getting drunk. I'd probably come back home and be called a woman beater. But if I drink like that, and I don't have full control of my senses, I could be. And you need to be aware that alcohol is shoved down your necks and put on your TV and advertised to your kids for a reason. And people will slag you for still smoking nicotine. People will slag you for taking things that are healthy for you in a dietary way, in a way that's great for your diet. And I'm happy to write diets for any one of you, because the only reason I'm still here is because I'm still managing to eat some of the right foods, because I have nothing, and Oscar has nothing. But I have good neighbours here, and a big shout out to Callum for bringing across cat food for Oscar. Well done, mate. Well done for going. He walked out of the shops and he brought up food for Oscar last week. And that was the first time I had cat food for Oscar, because normally Oscar just shares what I have. And that's normally not much. But, okay. I don't know about staying on. I'm kind of shaking and cold. It's a kind of drop and do 50 press-ups. If you want to drop and do 50 press-ups, Smith, mate, get down and do them. Normally, if I wake up, I'll roll out of bed and the first thing I attempt is 50 press-ups, even if I'm needing a pee. And most of the time I wake up, I'm needing a pee. Press a like if you need a pee when you wake up. This is the kind of things people are brought to saying because they want you to like, they want you to subscribe, they want you to do the things that make them more famous, more relevant in the algorithm. Now, I noticed yesterday I done this, you can see a video of the way I dance. Now, I've danced like this my whole life, and I've been made a fool of for dancing like this my whole life. But whether I've been 10-year-old up to 40-year-old, that's how I dance. And if I'm wearing a big fancy suit, if I'm wearing a wee pair of shorts, it makes me happy, dancing to music. But more so like music, just spontaneous music, like what you would call, well, jamming music. And I miss that. I miss dancing and being happy. Yesterday I was dancing and I felt joy, but there was no happiness. Because I'm dancing myself in this living room. A 47-year-old man dancing himself in a living room, sitting crying about his 8-year-old son and 12-year-old daughter that he doesn't get to see. And he feels shame about the failure that he is. Doesn't matter that he's worked every day. Now he's not allowed to work, and that's what matters. He's a failure now. He needs to know that he's a failure now, and you need to know that I'm a failure. That's why I don't get to see my kids. They can't make a good reason enough why you don't or I don't get to see your children. It's just the fact that all of these Eastern Star charities, Freemasons, and the church building, it puts the pedo in front and makes him venerated and makes you the ball-bag. You're not a ball-bag because we venerate pedos. We venerate pedos because the Catholic cult makes you venerate pedos. And you have been your entire life. You've been applauding and supporting paedophiles in all kinds of different situations where there may be actors or singers or coming through new artists in some way. Every single part of what you see in mainstream and now on YouTube, algorithms, all of these, every single one of them, anything that's in your consciousness is put there for a reason. Your consciousness is like a set of open drawers to the military-industrial complex when you use YouTube. It's a bit like standing and you don't understand fire. There's maybe 30-odd people watching right now, and if every one of you just played with fire and you didn't know and put your hand in the middle, you'd burn yourself and you would blame the fire. It's not the fire's fault. We can use YouTube. YouTube is our flame. YouTube's a flame. We don't take any funding from what causes the flame. We don't take the funding from those that cause the fire, but we use that fire to ignite something. I mean, I'm telling you, a female charity is funded by the Scottish Government. A female charity is funded by the Scottish Government, and the feminists in this charity will give you false allegations of rape stories. A funded charity will write a story to say you're a rapist. A government-funded charity in Scotland will write a story to say you're a rapist, and a woman can use that. When men are stuck. Men are stuck in the sides. We're called rapists, we're called child abusers, we're called every single name under the sun. And the paedophiles are still working away, not protecting our children. I'm ashamed at what's going on in our town, right? I'm ashamed that in my town we're protecting paedophiles. BBC is a cult. BBC left the chat. Yeah. BBC has left the chat a long time ago. BBC have put a lot of people out to try and kill me. AC, Alistair Crowley. Big GS, Jimmy Savile. Angry white guy back. Hi, angry white guy back. Now, can I reach out to you more personally? You can. There's an email address. There's a contact information. So by doing that, can I get a snout out? I don't have any. I don't have any snouts for you, brother. But if you want to come down, but you'd need more ingredients than just a snout if you're coming in here. How are you? I'm not bad, my friend. How are you? Hey man, way up. How's your day? You want to see how the day is going out the window? Let's see. How's day going? How's your day going right now? Big shout out to you. This was the dance floor. This was the dance floor I used yesterday. What's that? Free Palestine. What do you mean when you say free Palestine? Is there anyone? No, what do you mean when you say free Palestine? You mean stop killing babies? Is that what you mean when you say free Palestine? Stop killing babies? Because you know that they have terrorists killing people. And the scumbag Israelis have got terrorists killing people. And the scumbag British have got terrorists killing people. And the scumbag Americans have got... You understand what I'm saying? It's paedophiles. Billionaire paedophiles. And they're willing to make any other paedophile wealthy. They make paedophiles wealthy. They put them in prominent positions. And if they step out of line, they get killed. Let's see, I can read this for you. It's strange knowing how those who came before are seen as barbaric. Yet laws they wrote would never allow for the constraints of such evil to drop upon our young. It's very true. Well done, my friend. Maybe I don't take the time to read through some of the eloquent and well-versed comments that you have, but it's because there's been so much hate on here directed towards myself that the first few months using this, like 10, 12 years ago, I would take things personally, you know, from what you wrote there. I'd maybe take things personally when you said go and kill yourself or dude get help, these type of things. I would take that personally, but then I would know, wait a minute, you're faceless. And you don't have, there's no real person here. And you're maybe just a coward who abuses kids because I'm trying to protect kids and you're trying to belittle the message. So I can see who the parasites are. I can see the paedophiles on here. Do you know Alex Cherney? I think you might mean Alex Cairn that was on the video yesterday with Craig's 10-minute moan. Craig, he was on TV. I went to school with Alex. Alex and I were school friends and we used to hang out together. Why are people being rude to you? Because people are rude, full stop. I am going out my way to try and assist fathers and mothers that are dealing with child abuse because our government funds child abuse. And at the same time, like you've mentioned Alex, a friend of mine, a school friend of mine, and a friend. Alex is the first person to come and help me in this house. Alex was the first person to show up here, this emergency accommodation, after my house was stolen and help me out with some furniture. And he went to visit my mum at the same time. So there's gentlemen that I know and gentlemen still like me, but it doesn't mean that They have to remain friends with me. They may have different opinions from me, but I know he's going out his way to show the disgusting nature of our government and services. He's going out his way to let you know that we're doing everything backwards rather than doing it the right way. It doesn't take a lot to do things properly. It takes putting men and fathers first and understanding they're the head of the family, and you can't have the head of a family without a father. And as soon as you take a father out, you're abusing their children. You need to know the basics, but instead we fund the feminist charity to call the man a rapist, and then a man like me that's a father, he has to face the nonsense of the people willing to try and avoid the true message, which is the safety of our children through the funding of this charity called UPain, Unified Pain. We will help fathers. You know we will not take money off YouTube or Google or even the scumbags on here. Within time, I'll find a way. There's people asking to support me. There's people out there contacting me, asking to support me. Amen, I understood. Thank you very much. What is happening? There's 1,000 videos. Now, think about this. I've got over 1,000 videos and just 1,000 subscribers. This has been going for 12 years. This channel and a channel similar to it has been going, and YouTube has shut it down every time. Now, normally when you get your channel opened up again, because they will open it up, you can see what you had before. But everything from my last 10 years has been erased, apart from the crappy videos where I might dance and make a fool of myself. But we have got rid of all the videos with what Poland has done. But I've got them saved. I've got all those videos saved. I'm going to start putting them on here. I'm going to show you the people in Poland that protect paedophiles. I'm going to show you the people called that are supposed to be there to protect children, and they're protecting the Polish child abuser. I'm going to show you, and I'm going to let you know their names. I'm going to show you them, and they've got names and addresses the same as I have. That's why I put my face, and I put my town, and I put everything about where I am. You can come and walk through my door. Like, my door is never locked. My door, I want someone to walk through my door and shoot me through the head. But instead, Oscar walks through my window and cuddles me. Oscar, my homeless cat, walks through the window and cuddles me. I don't have you coming through shooting me yet. Listen, I know people in this town will come and they can bring a carpet and they can roll me up in a rug and throw me in the back of a van and throw me out the van while it's moving. You know about these stories? You understand about these stories? It's this. Poland. What? Poland files. God bless you too. WTF. We need the Poland files. The Epstein Poland files, yeah. We definitely need something. Now, the thing is, we do have the Poland files. Now, well, see, this is a thing. I'm talking about protecting children. You know, in the UK, you're talking about the Poland files. You know, inside these Epstein, just inside one little book Epstein had, there was over 300 people from the UK in Epstein's book, from big business, from the fame part of whatever we have in the UK. What do you call it? Celebrity? The celebrity in the UK? Big business? The famous people? Over 300 went with Epstein. Why do you think Epstein's dead? How many Americans? Thousands. How many Europeans? Thousands. Killing, raping, abusing and killing children. And I'm telling you, the Scottish Government's funding it. You mentioned a friend that I went to school with. He's telling you yesterday they have people with no background checks going to the schools of our children in this country. And you still question me, and you're saying stupid things like the Poland files. The Poland files shows that the Scottish Government funded a woman to call me a rapist through a charity. They funded a Polish woman, to call me a rapist through a funded charity called Women's Aid. Now that's funded destruction and funded abuse. The files on that are available. Are the files on the 300 odd people in the UK that went with Epstein, are they available? Are the names available? No, they're not. I'm telling you everything that's available. I'm telling you I'm going to give you other names as well. I'm going to give you the Polish names, the abusers. I've already gave you every bloody name. You've got 1,000 videos, you cowards. Good luck, our team. Good luck out there. Good luck, everyone. Good luck, mothers and fathers. Good luck protecting your children. I miss my children. And I don't want you to feel what it's like to be in this position, to wake up in the morning and know your children have been dragged through international waters, through international borders, and they were assisted by your government and your police force, funded by your tax. I funded the abuse of my children through the tax that I pay. You want to pay any tax to these bastards? And I've done a full video on the bastards, believe me. And the bastards know my door's open. I know people expecting files. Yeah, you can meet me tonight at midnight and you can get the files. Listen, the files are actually in a drawer there. Most of them have been sent across and they've been translated from English, or from Polish to English as well. I had to pay for every bit of this. They went out their way to make sure everything I paid for. Do you know if they come here, you can come from any country and speak Swahili and we'll translate it and make sure that we make the taxpayer pay, because our taxpayers pay for the banks everywhere in this world. Our taxpayers pay for everything. I've had a house stolen. My house in Mans Road in Neilson, which I own, is stolen. Now, that wasn't the first priority for me as a father. My first priority was my children. And I stayed through the court cases in Poland, always dealing with them. You better be right. You're right, they are bastards. Beasts. Now, you can like and you subscribe, but you're going to have to donate to me directly. You're going to have to walk through my door, and instead of pulling the sawn-off shotgun and blowing my head off, you're going to have to pull a wallet out and stick 20 quid in my hand and go, Joe, brother, there you go, man. How dare these paedophiles bring down our country? But you're too busy talking nonsense, because most of you are part of the military-industrial complex that's sold out to the Freemasons or Jesuit scumbags. Most of you have. I know most of you can be a part of it and you can step aside. Step aside and be a man. Step aside and be a father. You are a bastard. I know it says so in my tin. My tin tells me that. Wee Noxie got me a tin saying, the bastard's tin. My tin tells me I'm a bastard. But I'm not one of those bastards like you. Hi from England. Hello, England. My family's in Peterborough. Now, see, when I mentioned Peterborough, I think of paedophile straight away. The last thing I heard about Peterborough wasn't about my lovely family or those in my family in Peterborough. It was about the Bishop of Peterborough, one of the bishops. And who do you think of when you think about the bishops? That guy, the hip-hop guy from Radio 1. What's his name? Stick that in the comments. Beasts. Beasts. Through Anglican, Catholic church. But anyone anything to do with these church buildings are paedophiles. Anyone in this country, anything to do with any church building, Catholic, Protestant, you name it, it's all paedophiles. It's a paedophile cult, the same as your government. And right now you're funding it. You're muddying the waters. You're muddying the waters trying to take away the message that children deserve our hardcore work to make sure they feel safe. They deserve our hard work every day to make sure they feel safe. Ah, I love you already. I need a bit of self-love. You want to go down and do some press-ups for me? You want to get out and run the streets just now? I'm wearing what I wore yesterday. I've not been changed. I've got my grey pants on, my yellow t-shirt, and I've got my blue jumper to put on. My blue and yellow. As I said, Mr. Bastards are based on a Member of Parliament, and Mr. Bastards cursed his brown briefcase. I don't really understand, but listen, I'm not a very smart man. I'm not a bright man. I wasn't smart in school. I wasn't the smart person that was going to the fancy university that was being raped off my military dad. I didn't have that. I had a mum and dad in my house that were very normal. My mum was a bus conductress and my dad served petrol. Before my dad served petrol, he was singing and dancing. And he maybe could have been one of the Tavistock schools. He could have been part of the Tavistock school. But I used to think he was the Rolling Stones lead man and used to sing very well. My dad was a great singer. Goon. Nice. Is that an acronym? What does that mean? Because I can tell you what punk means. That I can tell you what a punk is, and you guys are punks, you know? You're the true meaning of punks. 90% of the vile wee men on here are punks. Go and read. Go and read the meaning of punk and see what you are, you little punk. Right, let's see. Aye, I can't even read this. Fight and you may die, run and you'll live. Right, okay, I know where you're headed. Aye. You don't have freedom, my friend. What you have is a memory of Hollywood outtakes by men that should never have gained your trust. And you gave them your love and loyalty and respect. You gave all these Hollywood pedos all of that you should never have gave. Yeah, just screw the haters. We try not to use profanity much here. I know it's very difficult these days, and I know the comments coming up here are profane towards myself, but they're not as bad as they used to be. The comments going up the side of the screen aren't as bad as they used to be. Don't let folks trigger you. Mate. It's not folks trigger. I mean, you cannot do this if you're triggered easily. You can't do this if you're triggered easily. I love the accent. Cheers, my friend. Love right back at you. Cheers to you. Big love back at you. I do this because I know that it's needed to be done. This is not for my future. This is not for my safety. This is not to make me money. This is not to make me famous in the next 12 weeks. I've done this for 12 years, and during that time, I've been shut down every step of the way. Now, normally within a 6-month period, you could go from 0 to 1,000, and then you can start making money in YouTube. If you put 6 months, three decent months into this, you'll start making money. But you need to be molded to what they want. You need to become what they represent. And do you want to be what they represent? Do you want to be a Google algorithm representative? Do you want to represent the scumbags that abuse kids? And believe me, every single one, every single thing to do with this is abusive towards children. The first thing that popped into mind there was pointing at this phone was Microsoft and Bill Gates. Every single part of every mainstream thing was created by the military. Every single thing that you think you know, everything was created by the military. Everything. Every single thing. And if you're saying, no, that was the Freemasons, it's the military. If you're saying, no, it's the Catholics, no, it's the military. It's the same thing, the Jesuits, the Freemasons, it all leads back to the military. All roads lead to Rome. I know they go by 1,000 different names. I know lots of my friends and family and ex-friends, or whatever you want to call me, hate me because I speak about you. I speak about the failure and sellout you are. Are you in therapy? This is the type of thing you get from the child abusing. That's a paedophile. Right there's a paedophile. I'm talking about as soon as those questions come, you can highlight that as a paedophile protector, and he'll be gone, and he'll have a new thing. This is military-industrial complex. It's a military-industrial complex, and what they do is they protect and create to mold your mind into the way they want you to think. This account's fake. I'm fake. But what you need to know is, I don't take from scumbags. I don't take from parasites. Unless they're walking through my door calling me mate. The Rockefellers, the DuPonts, we've all worked for these people. We've worked for these people. You don't know the names of the real people. Gay Scott. Oh, that sounds so tough. Gay Scott says a little faceless junkie man. A little faceless bobag calls me gay. Oh, you're dead scary. I can't even put my face on YouTube. He's coward. You wee coward. The thing is, this place is full of cowards who protect paedophiles. This is just cowards who protect paedophiles. This is a father and a man with his door wide open. Cowards that protect paedophiles. Kid left him. Do you see what the military do? When you are getting to the military, I'm having them react to what I'm speaking about. I'm having the scumbag pedo protectors react, and they hate that because they can be pointed out online. Kid left him. This is a paedophile. This is a paedophile. And there's hundreds of paedophiles. There's hundreds of them. He's like, don't cry. He loves little boys to cry. You see that? He loves little boys crying. That's what he does. He makes sure that men and children, real fathers and their children, don't feel secure. But paedophiles will be protected. Paedophiles are protected by little scumbags like that. They can come across and say little stupid things. You need to get off the internet. You need to get off the internet. Every time I see you're having an absolute meltdown. Listen, there's literally a million different YouTube channels. How come you can accidentally come across me twice? Huh? You're a paedophile as well. If you're accidentally coming across that, you're saying the kid toucher. Exactly, my friend. It's all kiddie fiddlers on here. Now, we're here for fathers and mothers and children. We're not here for the wee paedophile gang protecting them. We can see that this is addicts. This is drug addicts. This is people who just now are fiddling themselves while watching pornography, and they're saying they accidentally come across me. Accidentally come across. That's a 1 in a billion chance, my friend. You're a liar. We can see you're a liar. You are sick. You're right. And I've got a wee sick cat in there that's sick as well. We're not just sick, we're hungry. And you're a paedophile. You're a paedophile. You've been caught and you hate that. But you're going to continue because that's what paedophiles do. Because you've lost the plot. I know, my friend, you can see that on there. Oh my God. Can you chill? Looking guilty. Oh, the reason you have fake accounts coming on here is because we fund the abuse of kids. I'm here. The charity's designed and made for fathers, mothers and children to feel safe. These sick, child abusing beasts, this little sick boy here, this beastly child abuser that says you are sick, you know he's a beast. And Yevon, if you're watching this, please get me this guy's IP address. Please get me the details of this guy. We will find you. We find you all the paedophile protectors on here. You think waking up early stops all the tossers? I didn't wake up early. I've not been to sleep today. I've not had sleep on this particular day today. But I do have company. Nice wee ginger company. Children die in care. Children die when fathers and mothers muddy the water. When real men like myself let you know that children deserve your protection. And they don't deserve to have these paedophile. This is a paedophile. There's lots and lots of paedophile protectors on here. Lots of them try and make friends with you. Lots of them just go straight out and attack you. Every one of them are funded to protect paedophiles or keep themselves out of prison. They're funded to protect paedophiles or keep themselves out of prison because they're paedophiles. We're going to get you. I like your accent. Where exactly are you from? My door's open. I'm from Barrhead in Glasgow. Door's open. I'll meet you anywhere in this town. I can get you within 2 minutes. If you come to Barrhead in Glasgow, if you come to Glasgow, or you fly to Glasgow Airport, you'll be in Barrhead within 15 minutes. You get a taxi. You might be here in 10. Alright? I'll come and get you. I'll give you every bit of my information. I don't need to dress fancy, do my hair and wash to come and speak to you. I come and speak to you when I think I'm going to come and tell them off. Children need help now, and I see the paedophile gang are starting to fund a wee bit more. I can see the feminist bitches starting to abuse kids that wee bit more. I can see those Catholic collars getting put on to protect the paedophiles while they're out in public, and we need to be stripping those paedophiles of their protection. We need to be stripping them of their protection. That means the government in Scotland no longer funds safety for paedophiles. That means the government in Scotland no longer funds people with no ID, with illegal immigrants coming into your child's schools. You're talking 5 to 10 year olds and they're gone and they're being taught English round about our kids' schools. And it's not, none of this is by accident. The funding for the feminist charities, not by accident. The abduction in Police Scotland assisting in child abduction, not by accident. So Police Scotland come on here and they try and save themselves. Paedophiles come on here and they try and protect themselves. The Scottish Government, paedophiles come on here and try and protect their own faces. Not one of these men in our Scottish Parliament looks like a man. If you're a man, go and look in the eyes of any one of these Scottish MPs. Go and look in the eyes. They'll turn their eyes away. They're shady wee paedophiles. They're protected wee paedophiles. Every one of them are bought through the MI5, MI6. Every one of them are bought. Right now it's the American. And believe me, the last wee beast that ran our Scottish Government was nothing but a CIA plant. The last wee beast that ran our Scottish Government. She had the worst area for child abuse in Scotland. The worst area for child abuse in Scotland. It's about time we started protecting children. It's about time we went out our way to fund the protection of family. And that means funding the protection of fathers, because the father's the head of the family. And if you're a man and you're not a father and you're not the head of your family, you've been taken down the same as I have. And if you've not been taken down, then it might be that you've accepted funding. And if you've accepted funding, you're going to get a kicking. Believe me. Make Scotland great again. Aye. Muska. Doesn't sound as good, but it's definitely got the Ms. And that just means a woman that's been separated or divorced, Ms. And that seems to be exactly what this government's heading for. It will pay for women to divorce the man they love or the man they used to love. It will pay for a woman to abuse kids. This is what Scottish Government does. This is what our MAGA Scotland does. Your MAGA funds the downfall of you. Your MAGA supports Argentina by the tens of billions of dollars, while people in the land of MAGA can't afford to buy a bit of food. Listen, I'm looked after by your government, believe me, even though these wee paedophile protectors, they run everything. But the British have got, we have got really what's needed to just survive. And it used to be a case of they would help you get employment and they would help you get out of this. They're not helping me get out of this, not at all. They're funding my demise, they're funding the downfall, they stole my house. But at the same time, it's the same way as the National Health Service will crack your legs and break your legs, then give you a dodgy wheelchair with a broken wheel. That's what we do. The NHS gave my mum a double mastectomy when she was 31 years old. Any 31-year-old women out there? Any of you 31-year-old women? You any idea what it might be like to wake up in the morning in a hospital and both your breasts have been taken off by a crazy surgeon? Huh? Every single part of this is crazy. Cocaine's awesome, isn't it? No, cocaine is killing everyone in this town. Fake cocaine is killing everyone in this town, you rancid wee prick. If I seen you in front of me, I'd strangle you right now. I'd hold you down until you choked, you bitter wee prick. If you're poisoning people in this town, you're for it. That's idiotic putting a comment like that. I've got people in this town that are stuck on that crap and they wish they could get rid of it. They wish they could get it out their system. They wish they could clean themselves of this crazy cocaine, which has been flushed through our streets, again, by the military. Every single... You look at the 90s and the acid and the MDMA, the ecstasy and stuff like that. Every single part of this was done by the military. Everybody selling it. You could never find out, where does this lead back to? Who's selling this stuff? It leads back to our government. It leads back to the bands that are promoting it. Bands were put in positions to be drug peddlers to teenagers, people like myself, and I fell for it. I wasn't drug and drunk free. I loved drugs. I loved drink. I loved getting off my head. But that was the teenage thing. That was thrown at us through Oasis gigs and through every gig you ever went to. You would get mad with it. Now it's a case of, can we not see that this was funded terrorism? Can we not see this was funded to bring down men? Because I was lucky I left this country and went to Australia. I just left as a teenager, 20-year-old, I was gone. And that was me, that was my life changed for good. The people I had here was changed. I was in Australia. I was in a new place. I had a new beginning and I built a business and that's all I done. I was stop working, stop TV interest, stop football interest, stop all the noise in the background. But I still drank and I still took drugs while building this business. And my business in Australia was marketing company. And I had, what, 35 people running about doing sales for my business. What I'm saying is, the opportunities for men has been taken away here. And what we've done is flood our towns with drugs. Not the decent drugs you would have in the hospital. We put poison and lace them with rat poison and we race them with shit so we can kill you. And they mean to do it. And the more we give these out for people to sell and make money, and believe me, most of the drug dealers making money don't care about you. But some of them do. There's some men and women out there doing this as a job and they're providing a service to people. In most cases, they're taking down our towns and cities and villages. In most cases, we're breaking everything. UK needs a Trump. We've got hundreds of tramps. Trump is here half the time because his mother's Scottish. This is where he gets his orders. Trump gets his orders in Scotland, you fool. Go down to London and go and look at the places in London you can't get into. The City of London itself. Go and look at the churches in the City of London because you're allowed to get through there. But you'll find it'll be a wee Scottish Freemason that's in charge and telling you can't go in. It'll be a wee Scottish guy down in London telling you can't get through the place. Because we run things. We're the guy that's standing behind the curtain. We're the Wizard of Oz. We've got the people here because it's the least expecting country. Who do you think found America? Go and look back at your ancestors. We came across there to kill everyone that was already there and claim that it was our Freemasonry. It's our Freemasonry. We built that. We steal. We abuse. We rape. We pillage. Now it's our children. Now it's paedophilic. And if you don't understand this very straight, simple message that your government funds your downfall if you're a family, they fund the abuse of your child if you're a parent. Just like Kirky. You're right. Just like the north of Scotland, just like Oban, just like Inverness, just like Aberdeen, it's ran by paedophiles. It's all ran by paedophiles. You don't live in California, do you? I wish I did. Well, maybe not. Like, wishes, weird thing. Wishes. I know that's another thing. I know a lot of people smoke California around about here as well. And again, it's the young team need to look after their head. The young teams need to protect their minds. Because when you're speaking to half of them, they think they know everything and they know so little and they're quite happy to belittle what you know. But that's just like the 90% of the people I'm speaking to on here. The City of London's principality, yeah, it's not part of the UK. And what about, do we have that? Do we have that in, what's this, the same part in America? Doesn't belong to America, does it? It's not US soil. The Scottish Government funds charities. I can give you the name one, specifically Edinburgh Women's Aid. And the Scottish funds these charities who assist women to make false allegations of sexual assault and abuse. Edinburgh Women's Aid funded a story that I was called a rapist. My ex-partner read that story to the police, made those allegations and ruined my life. I knew something was very wrong because I had never raped my partner or anyone. And the police, when they took me in, I begged them to explain what I was supposed to have done. And they said, you're supposed to have raped your partner several times a week just whenever I liked. I don't know how anyone could make that type of lie up. I don't know how any woman could use that, but I found out that a charity wrote that story out, and the charity was funded by the Scottish Government. I told the Scottish Government 10 years ago. I told them after the court case anyway, which was at least, 10 years ago. They've been aware. Now, did the Scottish Government or even my local East Rimshire Council, did they come along and speak to me regarding this? No. No. They continue to fund Women's Aid, who continue to offer women violent feminist lies to break up family. I would love, the number of people that need to be sued, but you can't sue a system that funds child abuse. Does that make sense? What's she doing now? She's living in Gorzów Wielkopolski. She's possibly got another new... I don't want to just say I'm a nice guy because I think I'm a nice guy, but deep down I love and care about you. I believe myself to be a gentleman, and I believe I would go without to give you. If I had food and you were hungry, I would give you what I had. If you need subtitles, you can watch the replay and you'll get the whole hour and a half with subtitles. Do you know the movie Children of Man? I don't. I've not watched any movies for many years now. I've not had a TV. I don't have Sky. I don't have cable. I don't have a TV set. I don't have BBC. Although I still do have the TV licensed people threaten me. I still do have Walking in Love threaten me. I still do have the East Rimshire Council threaten me. I still do have the Scottish Government threaten me. I still do have Police Scotland threaten me. And not one of these threats means a single thing, because I'll get through them. If you want help to get through any of these people, I can do that. I don't... If there's any lawyers on here that think they can make a difference, please contact me. There's an email address in the contact information. If there's any lawyers, I've spent money on... I think he was known to be the number one. He was the best lawyer in Poland, especially dealing with child abduction. I hired him. He cost like 10 grand for an hour and to stand in court. 10 grand to stand in court for an hour. And he got me to the appellate court. He got me to the appellate, and he was the one that... You don't win. You never win. You don't win as a man. You can't win as a man. You're offered the opportunity to make things better or to get back together. And I was offered that. This woman she called me a rapist. I forgave her, but you think if that woman was down on her knees in appellate court apologising, now I knew that was crocodile tears, but she was down on her knees crying in front of 3 higher judges. So though I knew it was crocodile tears, she done that crying and made that apology in front of 3 higher judges in an appellate court in Gorzów Wielkopolski. And at no point did any of the prosecutors or judges look at that information. No one. They don't care. She is evil, but she, like many of us, have demons attached to her. She's got hundreds of demons attached to her. You may have demons attached to her. Thanks very much. Read your comments. I will read the comments. If you put them in the other comment section, I'll read the comment there. Or if you put them in something, I'll read it. I get, there's a young guy. I don't even know if he's a young guy, but he could be anything. But he shows a picture of a young guy. He's called Salford Slang. Now, he constantly comes and attacks for no reason, but he does it in this sort of I know better than you type way, or I am a worthy man and you are not giving me any information about why I should help you. You're not doing anything to help yourself. You're not doing anything to help your children. And that's what you come across. That's heartbreaking to hear that. To help myself, Yesterday I fasted. I fasted to help myself yesterday. I totally fasted yesterday. But Oscar didn't need to fast yesterday, but Oscar's eating peas and carrots. Oscar's eating peas and carrots, the poor thing, and he's still sitting with me. He can jump out in the street. He's a homeless cat, and he'll find some food, or he'll beat up another cat. Claire Drake, acting lawyer. What do your kids think of you? My daughter's frightened of me. I can actually I put these things on. There's videos of my kids, like, there's a video of my son, okay? My son and I are playing at the soft play, and there's a Guardian at Lytham. Listen, this is all of the paperwork that you want to see. This is all the paperwork. I know you'll be able to go through this and sort of freeze frame it. That's me and my mum having a kiss and a cuddle in Poland. That was the last time she was able to travel. Now my mum sits in her house and she's connected to a machine that helps her breathe. I don't see my mum now because it's painful. She doesn't get to see her grandkids, I don't get to see my kids. And we both are broke inside. Although we love one another, and we would help one another. Well, this right now, broken. Well, this. And it's my fault. It's my fault. If I'm saying I'm a father and man, and I'm the head of my family, you're right. I'm broken and I'm not very good at being the head of a family. But I think I would have been a great father. I was a great businessman. I was great at making money. I was great at helping people. And now I'm not. I can't even feed myself. So my kids are frightened of me. My kids are frightened. I know, like, some of these names coming across here right now are the names that have been abusive towards us, like these Mackie McDade peoples. And most people want to grow up. I don't know if you're telling me to grow up. Grow up from what? When you say grow up, do we mean ignore child abuse again? I'm so sorry. What they're all putting you through. It's not. Let's see. I need to read this. Let's see. I'll read it out to you. I'm so sorry what they're all putting you through. It's effing heartbreaking watching your pain. You don't have to watch it. I'm sorry. I don't mean to hurt yours. Women, some drive men to suicide, vice versa. I can tell you the figures on suicide for that. We've got mothers and fathers, okay? When a family split up, a father kills himself 80% of the time. The mother kills herself 20% of the time. That's for suicides. It's higher than that. It's higher than the 800%. But a mother and father, because normally the father doesn't get his children. Normally the father loses half of everything or 90% of everything. I met a father that had $24 million in the bank, and he was with a woman in 2021, and now he's lived on the streets the last 6 months, homeless and penniless. 22 million he had. It was the woman and his lawyer. Women are funded to abuse, but mothers, good women like Maja, good women like my Babcha, good women do not take money and sell out their children. My ex would sell her child to paedophiles. Paedophiles would fund my ex to call me a rapist. And that's what the Scottish government done. Stay strong to you as well, brother. Listen, I've not been to sleep. I don't know the time. I'm sure it's 6:30. It's nearly 7 o'clock in the morning. It's nearly 7 o'clock in the morning right now. I've not slept today. I woke up at 11 o'clock last night, after going to lie down at 6 o'clock because I had no food, and rather than be hungry, I lay down. I didn't take my phone. I just lay. Yeah, we do need to change to being kinder and nicer to this old man. This old man's, well, he's stopped yelling off. Very well done. Please keep your chin up, brother. I'm fine. I really hope everything... Aye. It's only you that's going to be there for you. You have to learn to... 11 p.m. in San Diego. San Diego. I just thought of that big satanic cult member in Hollywood when you mentioned San Diego. What was it? I thought Troy McClure, but it's not Troy McClure. It's a real guy. It's a real actor guy. Will Ferrell. I get Will Ferrell mixed up with Troy McClure. How can you mix up Will Ferrell and Troy McClure? Both are paedophiles, or paedophile protectors in my opinion. Even though one's a cartoon character. And the other one is some kind of sacrificial satanic beast. I'm praying for you too, my friend. I can't give up because you made mistakes. You can't give up because you made mistakes. No, and I've made many, and I still make them. Much of this is mistakes. Much of doing this is a mistake. Speaking direct to the military, or speak to those trained by the military, or any of the services, is a mistake. It's not the thing to be done. And you change the way you act on here. YouTube changes the way you speak. Within 6 months of you being on YouTube, you won't speak the same as what you normally speak. Keep well. We'll keep you in our prayers. That's very nice here. If I'm asking for anything from you, I would really appreciate if you could say a prayer for my children, for my family, for my mother, my 2 brothers, and maybe me too. I don't think I deserve it, but it'd be nice to get it. I'm a bit tough on myself, although I'm on here feeling sorry for myself, talking to a whole load of people like an idiot. I like your accent. I like your accent too, in fact. I loved your hair. It looks as if you've made a bit of an effort this evening. It's nice to have you along. Thanks very much. I'm sorry I didn't make an effort for you. I thought I would just come on and do a bit of streaming in the stinky poverty way that I've been made out. Or I've made myself out this way. I could quite easy jump and wash myself and put on some nice clothes. So next time, why don't I put on a nice shirt and tie and suit? And I'll do some Scotland Today news. Go to bed, man. I can't now. I can't go to bed. I need to go and give Oscar a wee cuddle. Stream when you're freshly rested. I do this when I want. I do this when I've got a moan. Sometimes I just don't do it. I don't do this to please you. I do this to keep me going. I do this to give my 2 fingers to the world. I do this in hope that there might be a father out there that says, shit, I'm not going to hang myself then. Shit, what's the point in causing myself more pain? Because I could quite easily walk out my hall and cause myself some severe pain. I could walk into my children's bedroom. I could look at my daughter's bed and start crying. And I could do that anytime. And it brings back memories of child abuse. It brings back memories of this woman pretending to be loving towards me, and she was only there to abuse. Have a lovely day. It's been nice to catch up with some of you. You can press like and subscribe if you like. You can press unlike and you can unscribe also. Unsubscribe. I'm not going to hold out for much food or anything today. Not going to hold out for family or friends. Not even going to hold out for a smoke. I'm going to drink some water though. And I'm going to make sure I've got turmeric and black pepper. I'm going to clean my blood. Maybe this other day will be used to put my face in ice and take away all the bags on my face. I'm going to dip my face in ice for 5 minutes, do a nice water pack in my face. Because ice is, I can get that free in Scotland. Look after yourself. More so take care of your family and children. Your kids will grow up. I don't want my kids to hate her. I just don't want them to hate me for no reason. If they want to hate me for good reason, they deserve to hate me. Thank you so much. Thank you for bothering, you know. I feel like crying in a happy way sometimes. Is this guy okay? Does a faceless guy care? You look black and Chinese. My own brother used to call me Chinky. My brother, and I believe my brother was called Chinky as well. And Chris would be like, ah, you chinky prick. Like if he was in a bad mood. Take care, my friend, I love you. My brother would call me a chinky. So lots of men here that smile. I've got Asian type eyes. I love Asian women. My sister-in-law is Asian. She's beautiful. She's married to my brother. Why would I care about looking chinky and black? My upstairs neighbours are African and I love them. I love them. I care for them. And they know that. They know that I would go out my way. Chunky love or chunky lore or whatever. They won't hate you. No, there's been lots of love today. Your kids will know the truth in time in the end. I don't want any kid to know the truth in the end. I want them to know somewhere in the middle at least. I want you to find out it's very close to the beginning if you can, but if the middle's somewhere, we can tell them. Let's not wait to the end. I know lots of lawyers as well, brother. I've been through thousands of lawyers. I've paid the best lawyers. I've lost tens of thousands by paying lawyers. I now no longer have money. In my business, I was earning $20,000 a week. In my crappy employment in this country, I was earning 3 to 5 grand a month. You know, it's like, it was topping up. I'd paid my mortgage and the Royal Bank of Scotland stole my house, and even my friend you spoke about earlier, no one stood by me and protected anything. But by that point, I was only worried about my kids. I was even been told, do you not have more kids that you've abandoned? My friend from school thought I had other children that had just left, you know. I would never leave a child, even yours. If you're giving me hate on here and I seen your child, I would look after them. I would never look to take advantage from children. I would never look to take advantage from you. But from time to time, if you've got something and I'm hungry, it's like I might ask you for it. I might ask you to share it. But only if I really know you. Are you speaking English? To Scottish, I'm speaking English. To English, I'm speaking with subtitles. And to anyone that doesn't understand, I could be speaking any language. So I don't really know what you understand. Are you writing English? Because I'm reading it. And if you can write English and I'm reading it, then you know what I'm speaking. It's Scottish. I'm Scottish too. High five to my Scottish brothers. High five to my English brethren. My family in England are the most Scottish people I know. That might not make sense to you, but it'll make sense to everyone in my family and people that know me. My Scottish family in England, they've lived there. They were born in England. but they're more Scottish than any Scottish person I've ever met. Don't get me wrong, they're also called Campbell. So it's a very Scottish name, you know. My cousins are Campbells, yes. My family's the Campbells. And that's the Scottish side, I guess. And the other families, they'll be the Irish side. That's my mum's. My dad's sister. My Auntie Teresa, when she was on this earth. Beautiful woman. And it's always been controlled since then. It's just basic. I don't want to be rude and not read some of this. It's just basic showing kindness to individuals, even if you don't know them. Yeah. Just share a meal, share a moment, listen to someone. I don't do that with people now. I do that with homeless animals. I have cats fighting in my kitchen. I'm not kidding. Don't get me wrong. Oscar wins the fights because Oscar's been homeless, I think, since he was a kitten, and it's solely in the last few weeks that Oscar comes up and cuddles me, because I think lots of people in this street, lots of people know Oscar, but they know Oscar as being a cat that growls at any hard man. Oscar's under your hedge, holding a knife, growling at you with its yellow matted fur. That's why I love Oscar. You have to offer the help to Oscar. You have to really, Oscar, here's this stuff, please take this. And Oscar can turn away when Oscar's hungry. There's food can be there. And if you piss Oscar off, Oscar goes away and doesn't eat that food. So I'm very similar to Oscar. Right. Shout out to wee man. Now, a lot of these might be fake people. A lot of these might be... I can see the Mackie McCade right now. I don't know. I'm not sure about you, my friend. I'm not sure. I know you're saying you're from Ukraine, you're a father. You're talking about me having suffered some sexual abuse in the past. That's not true. Maybe you or your family suffered. Or maybe you're talking about the psychological manipulation done by the Jesuits and stuff like that. None of this was done to me. I wasn't forced even to go to Mass when I was a child. I chose to go to the Catholic Church. I chose to become a Eucharistic minister. But why did I choose? I chose because I got a girlfriend that had a Jesuit father that was a knight, that was in the Catholic Church. So he was Freemason. I wanted to impress that family, and I came from a poor family. Her father was a university lecturer. Her mother was a head school teacher. She was one of the poshest girls in my school, and I was in love as a wee boy. So I joined the Catholic Church and became part of that and joined the Eucharistic ministry and gave the Eucharist, which now I don't believe. I don't. It's not that I'm against the Eucharist. You can go and take the blood and body of Christ. Transubstantiation, turning it into the actual blood and body of Jesus Christ. That's mental. That's satanic. And that's what I was taught to do. I was taught why I should do this. Anyway, Carrie. Hi, Carrie. Can't be trusted. Pee off. No. Yeah, it's Mackie talking. You're talking to me that I can't be trusted. And you're writing lots of disgusting things to me when you could just write something decent and nice to me. You're writing disgusting things about child abuse to me. I'm telling you straight on here about the funded child abuse committed by our Scottish government, our funded charity, and the Polish Catholic cult members. I'm telling you about the abuse in the system that does it through the Freemasons and the Catholic Church, through all of the Jesuit training people get. And I mean, there's 1,000 different ways. I'm here for fathers and children. I'm here for good mothers. And if you listen, that from the 10 fathers or 10 parents killing themselves, 8 are fathers and 2 are mothers. Not one mother should be killing herself because she doesn't feel that she's been treated right and doesn't get to see her kids. Not one mother should take her life because she's treated like dirt. Not one. But even if that mother, who's a loving, caring mother, goes to Women's Aid, Women's Aid doesn't protect that mother until she becomes vicious and fanatical. Women's Aid doesn't help a woman until she becomes violent and a child abuser. And that's what I found out. But did my ex-partner need to be fanaticised? No, she didn't. She was already a fanatical, child-abusing liar. She was a bed-hopping thief. She didn't care. She made excuses to belittle me at any point. She would jump up, she would run away and have weekends away with her gay friends or the Freemasonic cults up in Oban. It doesn't make a difference. Women are funded to be abusive. This is Scott Epstein. That's just quite sick. I mean, it's quite sick that we still have the military on here protecting paedophiles like that. And you need to know this guy. This guy here's a paedophile. This guy's a paedophile protector. Block MM and you will be now came theft of. I'm being threatened on here by this one. I mean, I'm being threatened by people that come on my channel. You think you come here and threaten me? I'll go in the street and kill me. Listen, I'm sitting here like an absolute tramp. I'm sitting here with nothing. Don't dare. Or if you do dare, go outside there and wait. Come to my front, walk through my door. Come in. Threatening me, threatening the beliefs and mind and peace that I have. Rebuked. You're sick. You sick little violent paedophile protecting scumbag. You sick little scumbag. So we see the paedophile. We see who the paedophiles are, don't we? We see them. We see the scum, don't we? Everyone, look at this scum. I don't block anyone. I block no comment. I block no one. After weeks of abuse, and I will leave you. If you belittle my children, then I'll block you. If you belittle children, I'll block you. If you belittle children, I'll block you. Belittle any man or woman you want. But every man and woman, every parent will see you protect paedophiles. Scumbag. He's a little scumbag. Listen. No one needs your prayers, paedophile protector. No one needs your prayers. They'll come after you, paedophile protector. There's been too many times that you've shown yourself to be a vile little freak. He is sick. You're the one showing yourself to be sick. Please seek help. And how do you seek help? By talking to a failure like you? Do we seek help by talking to a failure like you? You need help. Are you here to provide it? I'll accept it. Come and help me. Come on, help me. Come and help me. This guy is on here with like 10 different accounts. This is why you don't ever make money from the subscriptions or the YouTube algorithms or Google. Because we have paedophiles always on this. I am worried you are sick. I am worried you are pedo. I am worried you will get your face smashed in. I am worried that if you stood out there, I would put this on video and let people see your face being smashed in by me. I would make sure that even if you killed me, I would stand up after I was dead and smash your face in. I'd make sure if you shot my face off, I would stand up after he shot my face off and smash your face in. You child abusing paedophile protector. Now be aware, so much anger. Anger is always useful, but only in the right situations, directed at the right people, and only for the right reason. And this little sick paedophile protector is the right reason. Just ignore him. No, you all can attack him in the comments if you like. I see why his kids left him. You see this? You see this kind of sickness? You see this sick little bastard? You see it? You see what a paedophile protector is? This is what a paedophile looks like. This is what a paedophile is. Yeah, Yevon, I do believe you've already got his ISP from the last time. It's the same guy. It's the same MM guy. Yep, you're right, mate. You're right. This is the same guy you found. I don't know where he is. This is for you to say. God bless you. You need help, but you've put a capital G. That's nothing to do with you. You're a scumbag. You're lowercase g. You're scum. You're a paedophile protecting scumbag. No violence, please. Don't swear or threaten anyone. Listen, if someone's threatening me or my children, then this little parasite pinned here, he's threatened. He threatened me and my children. So the little parasite, the little parasitic child abusing pedo, yeah, he's saying he prays for people now. He couldn't pray for anyone. His prayers are not listened to. Satan himself is going to take this man's little scrotum and throw him about. Believe me, if he was stood at it, he wouldn't be safe. He's a parasite. What did he say? There's a thousand things that he said there. Glad England's took you over. What does that mean? Glad England's took you over what? You glad the UK? England's probably like, what do you mean? What you're saying makes no sense. But I guess that's how paedophiles roll. Paedophiles confuse. Paedophiles come away with crazy comments that make no sense. And then when you see, hang on, I'm talking about the protection of children. This guy's just talking nonsense. Wait a minute. It starts to make sense. People are always taking you away from what you... for the point that the channel makes. And the point this channel makes is about unified pain, parental alienation, international network. It's for good mothers and fathers. It's not for little paedophile protectors. It's not for little scumbags like this guy here, Down syndrome Jesus. What a parasite that will go to hell. That parasite will burn in hell, and we know that. We know that little parasite will burn in hell. He's called himself Down syndrome Jesus. What an antichrist. What an antichrist that will burn in hell. Get and remove trolls. I don't really... Moderators to have on here, if you do want to be a moderator, like... I don't know how to do most of this stuff. I want people to come on with all their fake accounts and get to say their nasty stuff. These people face what they say. The parasites, that little boy there, it says he's put wife left him now. Like, it's the same guy. This is the same guy. He's put wife left him. This is the Antichrist which is on the system just now. Wife left him. Now, I wasn't married to this child abuser, and this child abuser was funded by the Scottish Government, and that's the message I'm trying to tell you. And he's trying to let you know that he's a paedophile protector. He's a paedophile, and he's a paedophile protector. He says things like, oh, your wife left you, or your Waynes walked out, or your Waynes hate you. Now, I don't think he's from Scotland, this guy. I know he's a scumbag. I know he's a paedophile protector, and I know if he was outside and he said any of this to me, I wouldn't have to think for a second. I would have his face in the ground in jaggy nettles. I would have his face rubbed through the jaggies, because he's an antichrist paedophile protector. That's it. He's a scumbag. This is not react. If we do not react to paedophiles, who do we react to? If we don't shove these paedophile protectors down into the ground and smash their face against these things, how are they ever going to learn? Look at this incompetent little boy. Look at this incompetent paedophile protector. He's the moderator for Satan. He's a satanic moderator. He's a child abuser. He is in the Epstein files, this paedophile. So more than likely, He may be a woman. He's not interested in protecting children. He's interested in attempting to belittle me because he's security services and he knows he was raped as a child, and that is why he attempts to abuse children. He was abused as a child. Now, I've spoke about this, and since the day I spoke about intergenerational child abuse, this paedophile has got angry. So we can now tell that this man has been abused. So it's difficult for me as a father to bring him down, but I need to bring him down. I need to bring him down. He's a paedophile protector. Men that protect paedophiles will be killed violently. You are balding. Balding here and balding here. I'm definitely bald at the back up here. I'm sorry, I never knew your father, and I can't see your face. You're just a coward. You're a cowardly little paedophile protector, aren't you? You little coward. Everyone knows you, you little coward. She's with a real man now. More than likely she's with a real man. Might even be you. The paedophiles. She abused children. And now you protect a paedophile. You protect women that abuse kids or men that abuse kids. It doesn't matter, I understand. You're protecting child abusers. Right. I can't really take much more paedophile protectors. This is heartbreaking, by the way. It's heartbreaking. These poor children, these guys were abused as kids and they've become child abusers. These paedophiles, it's difficult to deal with them because they were abused and raped as little kids. You can tell he's suffering. I came on here 10 minutes ago and made him cry. LOL. He's been on here for months. This paedophile protector has been on for months. The paedophile in the comments, he's on here all the time. He goes on and talks about being abused. He talks about abusing children. You need to make sure. Yevon, I'll have a look at it, my friend. I will go back and look at it, Yevon. Don't worry. I didn't just ignore it. Alright, I did. I know the information's there. Be careful. Glad his kids are safe now. You see this, the parasites you need to deal with. This is a parasite. This is a paedophile. He's a paedophile. What a weird Scot. You're a paedophile. You're a paedophile. The manipulative nature of accusing people of being nonsense, and you can see the pinned comment, you can see the number of paedophile protectors, you can see that the anger in the comments because they're not getting what they want. They're not getting the type of they don't have the pedestal which I've been given, and I created this. I don't want this for myself to make money for you. I'm not here so you can come on and continue your abuse of children, but I'm highlighting that you're a child abuser. I'm highlighting that you're an angry wee boy that's been raped as a kid, and I'm sorry. Now, it's been months that you've come on here, months that you've done this. He's already got like 10 different accounts. There's no point blocking these paedophile protectors. There's no point. Like, this is what you get. This is a channel that's dedicated for the safety of children and to end the psychological manipulation, which is child abuse. Parental alienation is psychological manipulation, and it's funded in this country. I've told you who's funding it, and I've told you the charities that do it. And or it's paid actors. There's very many disgusting people on here. There's very many. I'm sorry for those in the comments that are disgusted. I can't just block them. They're telling you who they are. You can then go on and join them. You can follow them and you can see all of the accounts they have. I am worried for his kids. You're a pedo. You really are. You are a stupid little man. You stupid little boy. You stupid little boy. What's happening here? The guy that's pinned is a paedophile protector. My children were abducted by a charity that was funded by the Scottish Government. In Scotland, we're funding charities to abuse children. The charity is called Women's Aid. Women's Aid funded my ex-partner to call me a rapist. I am being hounded by people in the comments and have been for months and months and years. I've been hounded by them. Now, this is after I've been called a rapist, and I've shown in court that that was a lie. And there's not many ways you can prove that you're not a rapist in court, but I managed it. And you're still feeding me lines like you're worried about my kids while you're protecting a child abuser. These people are protecting child abusers. My story's very clear and it's written down very concisely in court. In Poland being a paedophile protecting organisation, it's paedophile protection. Right, there's back to the meds. This is all the paedophile protectors are coming at once. It's maybe one or two people from very smart. They're very smart. Right, I'm going to take my meds now, people. It's time for me. The sun is coming up. The paedophiles have shown their face. And we can see the child abusing liars. Press some love. Press some likes. Even subscribe. Come back and meet these little paedophile Ukrainians that we have on here. He's already given his position away and given up who he is away. Come to America and be Trump's pedo. It's just quite disgusting, actually. Block all negativity. Love you, my friend. Block all negativity for a while and you will be surprised by the amount of positive people in your life. Kerry, you're more than likely right. Kerry Morris. Big love to you, my friend. He's going to cry. I think I already have. He skipped his morning meds. I'm 6. What? Wait, US SMP. He's protecting this whole time. He's projecting this whole time, yeah. Of course I am. He's deaf guilty. That's right. I am guilty. He's a child abuser. You're talking about the commenter above you. That would be true. Same in Ireland. The exact same. I hear you, Kerry. Who the F deletes my comments? Who's responsible for this, brother? The Scottish Government. So, sorry mate, I still can't see her name. But it's 007 at the end. And you've put who's responsible for this, brother. The Scottish Government are responsible for this, my friend. The Scottish SNP. We've backed paedophiles all the way. We back paedophiles on this right now. Megan Thee Stallion. There's a lot of depravity. There's a lot of hate. There's a lot of guilty paedophiles on this right now. And if you're a man and father, you'll be able to spot
the paedophiles which you should be attacking. You're guilty for sure. What am I guilty of? I was called a rapist. Am I guilty for that? I was called a stalker. Am I guilty for that? I get called a woman beater. Am I guilty for that? What one am I guilty for? I get told I blew smoke in my daughter's face. She also said that. She said I smoked and blew smoke in children's face. You're manic. I'm definitely not right in the head, my friend. I'm on YouTube speaking to a phone, pretending that 99% of these people aren't paedophiles, just to get through to a few nice people, and that's it. There's some nice people in Ireland. I'm sending my love to Kerry. I'm sending my love to a lot of friends in Poland. I'm sending my love to even friends and family here in Scotland. But I'm aware that many are Jesuits, Freemasons, just Eastern Star, child abusing sellouts, but they want to leave that life of depravity, having joined the Freemasons or Catholic cult and sold themselves out and sold children. Now they feel ashamed at what they've done. And much of the shame is shown up on here, and it's coming out as vile hate towards me. He proves I'm right the more he talks. What proves you're right? What proves you're right? It proves that I'm honest, and it proves that you're a faceless coward. You're a faceless coward. It's not for the cowards, though. Big love to lots of you out there. Thanks for sticking with me for a couple hours this morning. Why would you bother doing this? Well, we've got a lot of people that we're going to be chasing for the next few days on here. You sound like my abusive ex. I probably am. I could be, yeah. I've already been called an abusive ex. That was part of the story. If you go to Women's Aid, they'll actually call me a rapist as well. So go to Women's Aid and let them write yours. Listen, all you pedo protectors, get Edinburgh Women's Aid to write your comments, because they're better than you. They're better than what you're saying. The guy needs a welfare check. If you're talking about actual money, then I need a welfare check. That's right. Most of these are little policemen, and they're using AI to find out jokes. Women's Aid are a great organisation. That's true. Women really need a good organisation that doesn't abuse kids, but Edinburgh Women's Aid has proven themselves to be child abusing beasts. It's court documented. Damn, who called the police? They are turning up at his door. I hope so. And who is the celebrity doppelganger? You broke as hell? Yeah. Broke as hell, brat. The judge made the right decision. The judge gave me my kids back. It was me who forgave her. So the judge did make the right decision. It was me who made the wrong decision. You're right, I'm the fool. I made the wrong decision. I'm an idiot. I'm not here to protect myself for the stupid things I say. I wouldn't come on here. I don't think I can defeat you. I worry for you. Are you still worried for me? So the person that's called me names, the person that's put my children down, caused profanity and protects paedophiles, worried for me? A paedophile protector's worried for me? Oh no. You can't even put your face on here, you wee coward. Scumbags. Lots of love to the 2 or 3 people that showed love. To the rest of you paedophile protectors, you're going to get it. Where's the sleepover? You've been told enough. But Oscar's already here, so we've got our top fans. And our top fans appear to be paedophiles on here. So have a look through. Think about what you've done. I never put your children down. Yes, you did several times, scumbag. You scumbag. You never just put I've actually got the details when you done that. You also said that I, myself, and they were, I think it was, sexually abused to act as the abuser. So the very way you're acting, you spoke about historical child abuse by Freemasons. Prove it. I don't need to prove anything to you, you scumbag. You've got Down syndrome Jesus on this. You're going to hell. You go to hell. Look what's pinned. Look at the pinned comment. Look at the pinned comment. You're scum. No one likes you. Your kids are better without you, Joseph. I think you know that. This has got to be Ziggy again. Lots of what you've said here today has been done to protect criminals. Paedophiles are criminals. Paedophiles are criminals and you're protecting them. You're trying to belittle a father that's here to protect children. The vast majority of mothers and fathers on here understand that. But the vast majority of people on here are little effeminate boys who have been abused in childhood or Eastern Star. Now, you're sick. Your kids are not evil. Only you are. That is again, we're just showing what type of depravity that these paedophiles are willing to use. Flight to the Philippines. I forgot all the nonsense in Edinburgh. Is that my brother talking? Is that a friend of mine talking? Because I don't have money to buy food. I don't have money for food right now. I didn't eat any meal yesterday. I had no meal yesterday. Keep your parasitic comments coming. His kids are victims. My children are the only ones not treated as victims. My ex-partner, the abuser, is the only one treated as a victim. The abuser is always treated as the victim. Is that Gaelic accent? So it's a big goodbye to all the pedo protectors out there. Lots of love to you, mothers and fathers. Take care.